let's see what else. How about an analysis of our attacking play? What attacking play? Yeah, I think not having Musa Silla has hurt us a lot, and I didn't think it would. Also, Thailand Bullet, at times, he missed the last game. That hurts as well, right? Bullet is much greater than Gantenbeim presently, and just overall, I think. But I didn't think we were going to be struggling because I think Karaman's done so well to just play above expectations. Moore did so well this year. Obviously, he got injured. That's a big injury as well. I mean, Eunice has done his part. Atwi Ajay, he's done serviceable, I think. But overall, I think it's it's I don't know, man. It's lacking, right? It's lacking because I think if you look at the last week's starting 11 that we had, let me pull that up real quick. So last week's starting 11 that we had, Bob top with Carmen behind him, onto Ajay and Aiden. I mean, in theory, even if we had our best lineup, you want the wingers, the wingbacks to push up. Aiden, onto Ajay really going up to feeding them and then getting the ball into them centrally to Karaman or Ba. Karaman, or he'll drop back, try to get the ball, trying to facilitate the lead out. Or Paul Seguin, in his new role, really trying to feed the passes to Bachman or Karaman, something, get it centrally, get it into the box so that we can score some goals. We haven't seen that. And unfortunately, it's hurt. Like, we weren't, even when Musa Silva was here, we weren't scoring that many goals, right? I think under Carlo Gerards, we were much better attacking wise. We saw that the attack at times looked pretty good, but we just couldn't defend for shit. Now, Van Balderen comes in, and you got to sacrifice a little bit of the offense to make sure the defense is better. Our defense hasn't really been better, but the attack is hurt, and it's been unfortunate. Eric says, Silla's injury was a big loss. Barkok has really not had the expected impact. Yeah, I was disappointed. I mean, I was hoping Barkok, like everyone, that he would contribute a lot more than he has. But it hasn't been there. And a lot of the signings outside of Ba have really done anything for us, I think. And so, Ben Manga, while he was brilliant in the Musa Silla signing, there's been some hits and some flops, right? A lot, and there's argument, and I've seen some people say that online, is that a lot of the big hits this year was really from Gerards. The guys that he brought up or guys he called up, right? Like Bullet and Gruger. So it's hard to say, but the current attack has been without. Especially with no Silla, like Eric says, it's a huge loss for us. And the wing play has not been there. Obviously last game, but even before when Bullet was in there, at times he would push up, or at times Merkin, when they've been pushing up, it just wouldn't get to essentially where it needed to go. Now I don't know if that's because Ba or Karaman didn't read it right, or the passes didn't come in that well. Could be a multitude of things, right? We've had flashes of brilliance, but more mundane type of play, and it's not been good enough. Not nearly been good enough. I talked about last podcast, maybe Musa Silla coming back. You put him back up top ahead of Karaman. But, we saw Silla play on the right side previously. So, I mean, Aiden has been the weakest link in the attack so far. I think Bachman, Seguin, even Atu Ajay and Karaman, obviously, they've done their part. Ba has done his part, I think, for the most part. But Aiden has been... He's had some really good moments, but mostly not. And I think maybe he needs to get on the bench. Come off the bench, obviously. I still like Aiden. But Musa Silla, put him on the right-hand side, and you got him on the right. Antwi Ajay until, Moore and Yunus come back. Karaman in the middle, and Ba up top. And if you want to flip that over, if Hoyland gets healthy enough, put him in the mix or somehow. Put Karaman up top, put someone else behind him. I don't know. You can try different things, but the best way to play here is there's two main avenues of how we're going to attack. We should be attacking. We're not doing this nearly enough. Paul Seguin, as a libero, pick up the ball from deep, and then find those through passes more aggressively forward to Bachmann or Karaman, or get it out wide to Merkin and hopefully Bullet sooner than later. And then they could feed the wingback, the wingers up top, and Silla and Antuyaje or whomever you have on the left hand side, and then they can cross it in for Ba and Karaman, right? That's one method, or the other method, come right down the middle, and have Karaman do his thing, and try to Bachmann and Ba really try to get in there and try to just bully through the defense. We've seen it a couple times, right? So we got to figure something out. It's been, if I'm grading it on a scale of A through F, it's been a D. It's been a D. We scored some goals. Mostly it's from individual brilliance, but for the most part, it's been lacking, and it's been unfortunate because our defense still sucks. Hence the Hanover match. Occasionally our goalkeepers make brutal mistakes as well, and so you need someone to attack. If we at least score 2 goals a game, puts us in the conversation. Couldn't say that with Gerards now. With Gerards, you had to score like 4 goals a game, and then you'd maybe have a chance of winning. Even 3 goals, right? We saw the Darmstadt game, the one that ended his tenure, 3-5. You lose that, you're up 3-0, and lose by 2 goals. We need to find a way to get offense, and right now we don't have it. We got to figure something out. If we can get if we get some points out of these next 3 games, that will help us a lot. Maybe in the confidence, and once you get confidence, it gets going. Karaman's got to start pulling up these speeches out of his ass again, because when he does that, we do well. I think he did it over the Hanover game. We didn't win that game though, but we all remember some of the other games that he's done that. So let's see what happens. I don't know. Hope for the best, I guess, with that.